everybody, how's it going? You join me on Sunday afternoon, late afternoon. It's just sat in my garden, just chilling out and having a little veep. Hope everybody's well and doing good. Hope people have been enjoying the vlogs I've been uploading lately. Hopefully majority of you would have seen, I would have thought by now. I managed to put together two holiday vlogs when we was at Caton Bay holiday park, so those are up, and then obviously the one I'm talking about my car, that I got another car as well. So yeah, I mean, then this is another vlog. So essentially I've done about 4 vlogs in this, just within the past week alone, a week and a bit, since week. So obviously I uploaded the first video, I think it was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember now. Could have been Monday or Tuesday. That I uploaded the first holiday vlog. So yeah, this past week, this is the 4th vlog this week. So you guys are getting spoiled. I mean, there ain't going to be that many vlogs going forward from now, because today's my last day of my holiday. I go back to work tomorrow, so it's going to be back to regular schedule of 4-day work, 4 days on, 3 days off, up until Christmas. And then obviously at Christmas time, around obviously in December and everything, I will be probably on 5 days, because if it's anything like last year, which was my first Christmas at my new job, they kind of preferred you to come in on a Friday, even though Fridays are usually mandatory. Not mandatory. Sorry, they're optional overtime, usually. But over the Christmas period, because obviously of how busy everyone is, they kind of want you to come in on a Friday over Christmas, which is fine. That's fine. But yes, back to work tomorrow. And I'm in that state of sorrow at the moment, because it's kind of like you get used to kind of doing your own thing and relaxing and going where you want to go, doing what you want to do, and when all that kind of, it's, yeah, I mean, my next holiday now, the next time I've actually got booked off from work is November, around my birthday. So I've got really only about roughly a month or two, and then I'm off again for a week. So yeah, not too bad at all, really. And then once I'm back after the holiday for November, once I'm off for November for that week, then all the Christmas overtime starts. So yeah, so that's my next time off from work, which is November. But already there's plans in the works for holidays for next year, and things maybe to do and to go to. I'm only going to lightly say about them, because you just don't know what's around the corner. You don't know what's going to happen. Things could change. Things could, something could happen. Like, you just don't know, do you? Because of the way things have been going with like the coronavirus and everything, and that's set a lot of people back with holidays. A lot of people cancelling a lot of flights and destinations were not letting people in, tourists and that, for obvious reasons. So that kind of set back a lot of people's plans, holidays that they'd booked like maybe well in advance and everything. But everything is slowly in the world is going back to normal and able to go on holiday to certain places. I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 countries that are still a little bit on the fence to let tourists back in the country, but majority of the world is kind of reopening up again. So it gives us more options for the future. But next year, myself and Smithy, I've no idea if Sam wants to come. Sam came round earlier today, this afternoon, and he seemed quite interested in going to Ireland with us. I've never actually been to Ireland, and I don't think Smithy has either. Sam's been once, I believe. I think Sam said he went to Ireland once, maybe with his folks, quite a few years back or whatever. But I've never been, and me and Smithy are thinking about doing the Guinness Brewery tour, the whole experience thing with that. So if there's anybody out there that lives in Ireland, or is fairly familiar with Ireland, please let me know some suggestions of where to go, as in to check out tourism. Besides the Guinness Brewery tour thing, I don't really know Ireland all that much. Obviously we're thinking of going Dublin, Ireland, so if anybody knows anywhere around Dublin area that is an interesting checkout, any museums, anything where you can go and check out, and that kind of thing, then let me know, because like I said, I don't know how long we're thinking of going for. I don't know whether we're going for just for like a 4 or 5 day weekend or weekender thing, or a full week. I don't know, but I don't know how much there is to do in Ireland, to be quite honest with you, or Dublin, should I say, besides getting pissed and drinking lots of Guinness. Besides that, we do want a little bit of cultural thing while we're away, just as much as we do enjoy a nice Guinness as well. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know, and I'll certainly consider and look into certain things. But Ireland is on the cards, maybe around April time, I think, next year. Then obviously in May, I'm going to be in Manchester for TF Nation Minicon, which is only going to be for 1 day on the Saturday. I'm actually considering, I am going, I've already bought my ticket. I bought my ticket for that already. I haven't done my accommodation yet, but I can sort something out, because it's Manchester, it's right in the city centre of Manchester. There's going to be loads of places very, very close by to where the venue, or where the thing is actually being held. I don't think I'll have a problem getting a hotel, so there's no massive rush with that at the moment. And then later on in the year, we're thinking of going on another caravan holiday again, similar to Caton Bay. We're thinking of going to Primrose Valley this time round, which is within the same area. It's along the same our coastline, where between Filey, Scarborough and Brid. It's still within the jurisdiction of where we was at Caton Bay. It's just a little bit further down the road. So it's actually more based Filey, really, for anybody that's wondering. I know there's some people out there that don't even know what Scarborough is, don't even know Scarborough or Brid or anything on our coastline, or along our coast bit. A lot of people don't really know, because obviously most people live in Wales, Ireland. They've probably never even heard of any of those places, and I couldn't understand that, because obviously with me being brought up in this area, Scarborough, Brid was always somewhere you would go summer holidays. You go to the beach, and Scarborough and Brid and Filey are the only three proper decent beaches along our coastline. A good beach, a long stretch beach. I'm not talking about a small beach, a proper beach. Not stones or anything. I know Filey, I think Filey is mostly just all stone. It's not, I don't really class Filey as a a beach, really. It is, but you know what I mean. I like beaches with a load of sand, because that's what I see a beach as, is sand and sea, or ocean. That's what I see it as. But yeah, I'm very much, but that's certainly on the cards, potentially. But we're thinking maybe around about the same time this year, about September, maybe about September time again, Primrose Valley, because obviously, hopefully, I'm gonna have to see, really, because holidays shouldn't be a problem. I should have enough holiday allowance in order to stretch all of this, we're planning on doing. But obviously, if TF Nation happens again in August, I'm going to need to have something left over for that at least. Because I know this TF Nation Minicon, there's been nothing announced in regards to the main 3-day event in August in Birmingham. There's been no further information on that. I think the Minicon in March is kind of to confirm potential of it happening next year, the proper August event, because there is some people that will not be able to make Manchester because they live too far away. Because Manchester, say if people lived London way, Midlands, or Wales, Scotland, Ireland, etc., it is a long slog just for one day. I mean, it's not very far from me, Manchester, at all. It's about an hour and a half, roughly an hour and a half on train or by road. So, yeah, it's not far at all for us. So I'm potentially thinking about travelling up on the Friday, get there at some point early in the afternoon, early afternoon time, check into the hotel wherever we're staying, and then probably go for a walk around or see if any early people are getting there the Friday just as me, just as myself. I don't know who's, obviously I think Tony will be going, so no doubt Tony will probably be doing the same thing, probably coming up the Friday, because even though it's only about an hour and a half duration to Manchester from Hull and the same back, I think it would be better just to be able to stay the night, because that way I'm not constantly looking at my clock or looking at my clock on my phone. Shit, I need to be going soon. I need to be going soon to catch that train or whatever. It's going to constantly be playing on my mind, and I'm not going to be able to really enjoy myself because I'm constantly having to clock watch or check the time all the time. And if I miss my train or whatever, I know there's open returns, which is a godsend sometimes when you're travelling. I have done open returns in the past when I've been travelling by train and I've gone to a meet-up or whatever. But still, there's only so many trains in a day, and you can only stretch it so far. So yeah. But that is the plan. That is the plan so far. So March is definitely happening for TF Nation Minicon. I'm definitely doing that, and I'm going to get, like I said, travelling up on the Friday. The thing itself's on the Saturday only, and then I'm probably going to come home probably I don't know, a little bit into the afternoon on the Sunday, so I can get home. But I'm going to have to look into it, whether it's going to be cheaper going by National Express again. I think National Express will have a service that goes to Manchester. No doubt they will, because Manchester's a pretty big city, and it would make sense. But I'll have to double check all that up closer to the time, I guess. But March is 100% happening. Ireland is kind of a bit like that at the moment. It depends, because obviously I've just got another car, so a lot of money's gone there, and I owe money back to my dad, because obviously my dad helped me out a little bit with the car, so I owe my dad some money towards that. Obviously I need to pay my dad back for what I essentially borrowed off him, so that's only fair. So it just depends just how much I can get saved, with also sorting my dad out as well, who that is a priority at the moment. But anyway, so that's going to be today's vlog. A little yammer while I'm chilling out in the garden on the last day of freedom, and then I'm back at work again. At least the main thing is just get the first day out the way. You know, the first days back at work is always the worst, but once I get back into the stride of it, and then just get back into the whole rhythm of it again, and then I should be grand. I should be grand, man. I should be grand. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, as well, my car's doing well, my new car. I know Smizno and a few other people have seen it and have been asking questions in regards to it and everything. But yeah, my car's doing well. I dropped Smithy off. Smithy stayed the night last night, which wasn't a planned thing. We actually went out for a night out last night, me and Smithy, and we ended up bumping into some people Smithy knew. So we were only going to have a couple in town, because we went to check out a place called the Arcade Hub, which is a retro arcade, like based on like the arcade centres of like the 80s, you know, the 80s and 90s. All the retro game consoles. They had Mortal Kombat 2, they had Street Fighter, they had Tekken, they had pinball machines, they had all sorts of different stuff in there. They had Pac-Man, obviously, you know, they had some Neo Geo stuff in there as well. It was a pretty interesting place. Unfortunately, a good majority of the machines and some of the pinball machines wasn't working properly. I am going to go there again, but I'm going to just see if they actually do happen to fix some of the machines. They're supposedly, looking at the website, they are supposed to be able to, they do have people that work for them that are able to refurbish the machines, like fix the cabinets and know how to handle a PCP, which is obviously the computer of the game and everything on it, inside the cabinet, and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, but it was a cool place. It was the first time checking it out and brought back some memories of some good games that I used to play when I was a kid. And but yeah, after that we ended up going for a couple of drinks, and that was the plan, just for a couple, then come back to mine. And we ended up staying out, and we didn't get home till like midnight. I think it was about midnight, half midnight, when we actually got back to my house. It could have been a bit later, I can't quite remember. Maybe about one-ish, I'd say, to be about there. So we come back to mine, and Smithy said, "You know what? Was it all right if I can stay the night?" So I ended up staying the night, and he was originally going to get picked up by a friend of his that's a taxi driver, but that fell through. But I dropped him off in my car, and he got to have a little drive in my new car, and he was quite impressed by it and everything. And yeah, and it was my first proper drive out in it as well, you know, because I had to go from our side of Hull right to the other side of Hull, East Hull, which is a fairly decent 20-minute to half an hour drive, give or take, depending on traffic. But it did it well. It handled it well, and I managed to get a little bit of, you know, get it up in the RPMs a little bit so I can test out the engine. And even though it's only a 3-cylinder job, the car I've got, it's only a 3-cylinder engine, 1.2 litre. It does have a turbo on it, which gives it a little bit of oomph, which is what you need when it comes to these fuel efficient cars. You do need some kind of oomph to it, because without any oomph, they're practically just a bloody milk float, just a glorified milk float, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm very happy with my car. Yeah, my car's doing well at the moment. I had to clean some bed shit off it. Fucking beds. One more bed shits on my car and getting a fucking BB gun. I kid. I do not condone animal cruelty. That's in jest, just in case people get a bit thingy about that. But But no, I had to clean my first bit of bed sheet off it today, and I've only had it about 3 days. But no, that wasn't a problem. But yeah, that's today's vlog. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the vlogs that I've been making this past week. I'll be back very soon with more. I know I haven't done any reviews on my channel for my TF Nosey channel this past week. I was going to make a vlog over this past weekend, but things just didn't work out for it. Obviously vlogs are a hell of a lot easier. They're just point and shoot in my case. They're a lot easier to deal with compared to vlogs. Reviews, sorry, because obviously with a review, you know, I'm kind of like, what the hell should I review? I don't really know. Then I've got a, you know, the whole rigmarole of, you know, doing it and editing it and then put it up. Does take a little bit more time for me to do a review over a vlog. But don't worry, rest assured, I will be doing some reviews soon, because I have got quite a few figures that I've not even reviewed yet that are out there. They are all out of their packaging now. Nothing's in its packaging. Everything's been released. Everything that I've got at TF Nation, everything's on display. So all I need to do is just literally get the figure and review it. So yeah, but rest assured, reviews coming soon. But anyway, so thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.